History usually records itself through the roar of cannons. But in this valley, history was written in a silence that haunts the soul. Imagine a world built with mathematical precision, 5,000 years ago, streets in perfect grids, and advanced water systems ahead of their time. Houses so identical they seem cast by the same hand. Yet behind this brilliance lies a void. We don't know who they were. No names of kings, no lists of armies. Not a single individual's name remains for us to speak. We're a superpower that chose anonymity, or perhaps they were a people forced to be forgotten while other nations built towering monuments to worship the egos of their leaders. The Indus Valley built something far more unsettling. Uniformity. There are no palaces here. No grand temples every breath. Seems to have been governed by an absolute order. Was this a paradise of equality, or a vast prison where individual identity was erased? In Mohenjo-Daro, we find no trace of rebellion. It is as if thousands lived under a single, invisible command, moving like shadows through cold stone corridors. An order so perfect it feels inhuman. And here the mystery turns darker. They left behind thousands of stone seals. Carved upon them are strange symbols that stare back at us, guarding their secrets. For a century, the world's greatest minds have tried to crack them. They have all failed. We can read the thoughts of the Egyptians. We can hear the complaints of the Sumerians through their tablets, but the Indus, they refuse to speak. These symbols are like a key without a lock. Is it a prayer or a warning? Deliberately encoded so that the future could never understand it. Every time we look at their script, we are staring at a thick, black wall. They have a message for us. But they ensured we would never be able to hear it. Then came the end, not with a bang. Not with the flames of invasion. They simply vanished. The river that gave them life turned away. The soil grew bitter and died. One by one, the lights in these magnificent cities went out. We find human skeletons in the streets unburied, abandoned in the middle of a steppe. It is as if death claimed them in the midst of their daily lives, and no one was left to bury the fallen. The Indus Valley is not just an ancient ruin. It is a dark mirror for all of us. It tells us that a nation can become so advanced, so organized, and so powerful, and yet be erased from the world's memory without leaving a single word we can comprehend. One day, perhaps our skyscrapers will be the same piles of dust, and perhaps our languages will become silent, symbols that will never be translated by those who walk over our graves. Tell me, did they intentionally take their secrets to the grave? Or are we simply not ready to hear what they were trying to say?